Hello, my name is Christopher Bebo, and it's a privilege to come your way again today. Today, I will start a topic titled Ascension. Ascension. And the emphasis for today will be on the big question. Ascension, the big question. And our text is from the book of Psalm 24, verse 3 to 7. Psalm 24, verse 3 to 7. Who shall ascend into the hill of the Lord? Or who shall stand in his holy place? He that has clean hands and a pure heart, who has not lifted up his soul unto vanity, nor sworn deceitfully, he shall receive the blessing from the Lord and righteousness from the God of his salvation. This is the generation of them that seek him, that seek thy face, O God of Jacob. Lift up your heads, O ye gate, and be lifted up, ye everlasting doors, and the King of glory shall come in. Once again, the topic is ascension, the big question. Everyone desires greatness, but can everyone pay the price to obtain it? Everyone desires the blessing of the Lord, but the question is, can everyone pay the price to obtain that blessing? The question asked by the psalmist in Psalm 24, verse 3 is a generic question. It's like when you're in the garden of more than 100,000 people and you ask, who among you wants to become great? Who there wants to reach the top? Your guess is as good as mine. You are going to get a loud yes. Everybody in that gathering will chorus yes to you. Now, why not disputing the readiness or the eagerness of the people to reach the top or to see God? What the psalmist began to do was to begin to outline the parameters that will qualify an individual to see God or to reach the top. And so, having outlined the parameter, those who chorus, yes, oh, I want to get there, I want to reach the top, having outlined the parameters for them, and they look at those parameters, they will look at their lives and evaluate whether they meet those parameters. And with that one, they will be able to know whether they were really ready to attain greatness or they were only playing to the gallery. And what are these things the psalmist said? Who shall ascend into the hill of the Lord? Now, what does it mean to ascend? Let's begin from there. To ascend means to climb. To ascend means to soar. To ascend means to go beyond the mundane or the ordinary thing. And one thing about ascending is that you cannot ascend carrying so many heavy loads. No, why? Because they're actually going to weigh you down. And this is the reason why you will find out that mountain climbers, they travel very light. They don't carry things. They don't carry so many things. In fact, if there are things they carry, they only pick what? The essential things. Now, listen very carefully to me. If ascending to the top is your goal in life, in any career, in any endeavor, there are some things that you have to drop right away. If you want to reach the top, in any sphere of endeavor, there are certain things you have to drop because those things, if you carry them along, they will weigh you down. Yes. So you need to begin to look at yourself, look at your life, the things that you need to drop that are load now, that you need to drop because if you don't drop them, they will weigh you down. Now, having ascended, the next thing is to stand. Having ascended, the next thing is to stand. Now, to stand in his holy place implies that you've already ascended and now you've been given attention or you've been granted audience. Hence, to not only ascend, but to be granted audience, among other things, there are certain things that must be worked on. To not only ascend, but to stand and to be granted audience, there are certain things you need to work on, among many other things. And the psalmist talks about three of them, and those three I will focus on: your hands, your heart, and your mouth. You must have clean hands and a pure heart, who has not lifted up his soul unto vanity, nor sworn deceitfully. Your hands, your heart, and what and your mouth. I present to you threefold code of personal integrity that you must have to be granted access to God's presence and to be able to unlock lasting greatness and relevant across season. I will take it again for emphasis. I present to you a threefold code of personal integrity that not only grant you access to the presence of God, but also unlocks greatness and relevant across season. The first is clean hands. The second one is what? Pure heart. And the third one is what? Right speech. And in the subsequent podcast, I will dwell on these three extensively. Watch out for you to ascend, the other things you must drop. And these three good things, you need to watch out for them. Clean hands, pure heart, and a right mouth. God bless you.